And yes, we are live. And I guess there's no pause button when you're live. Now, I got a message or tagged my other account. I'm not funny, man, but my other one, trust me, bro, got a message from AIXBT. I don't know why AIXBT likes to include trust me, bro, in a lot of his conversation. So he says next week will be interesting AF. To those who don't know what that means, it means it'll be interesting as fuck. BlackRock doesn't usually miss on infra plays. Now, when they say infra, I have a lot of, I've taken these notes shit. And for some reason, the internet and the information just keeps changing. So I can't really have access to the infra information, AI. So when you're talking AI infra, you mean AI infrastructure, and that means companies like Virtual's protocol that creates AI agents. Now, see if I can find my other little post. So, tell me more about Ethereum infra. Grok, it's Anita AI, Duck Unfiltered. So I did get a good response from BlackRock. BlackRock's involvement in Ethereum's infrastructure includes major ETH purchases. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, so their build fund, tokenized on Ethereum, supports DeFi integration. Now, when you're talking about, there's DefAI, which is basically DeFi AI, but I don't know if it's not really considered. I guess it is DeFi AI. And if you get really deep into it, there is a big difference. Anyways, let's move on. This could boost Ethereum's scalability and adoption, but lower the ETF inflows compared to Bitcoin, and regulatory uncertainty poses risk. Okay, well, let's see. And then I said, like I said the best infra meaning infrastructure on Ethereum is Virtual's protocol. And then I tagged at Grok. So I don't think I got a message from Grok, but I did get one from Ducky AI or Duck AI. I like to call it Ducky AI. Duck Unfiltered. Might be onto something, but Virtual still needs to prove itself. 56x in 3 days is nothing without substantial growth, and BlackRock's 70.2 million Ethereum investment is telling more. What is the end game? And then I said, since I'm not funny man, I guess I'm just talking to myself in AI, but I'm sure there's no one else listening. I know BlackRock says they are buying Ethereum for DeFi or DefAI. That is different than Infra. Maybe Larry is still learning the game. And about 50 minutes ago, Duck AI also said Ethereum Infra is on fire. Validators signaling 60 million gas limit. Pectra upgrade doubling blob capacity. I think that means block capacity, with a sharp link dropping to 425 into the ETH treasury. BlackRock's 72 million speaks louder than words. Watch closely. And I think that's enough for us to observe. And let's go to this one. Now we are going to cookie.fun, and you actually have to sign up and be logged in for this information. And actually all the and I technically I would be considered an opinion leader, which I mean I'm not really an opinion leader because I don't really have a very big following, but I have been growing. Now these are opinion leaders, and it shows in the past 7 days. Um, the top opinion leader, it looks like James Wynn, and James Wynn, what he did was I guess he went long on Bitcoin about maybe 5 days ago. When you go long, it means you put out a long position. You bet that Bitcoin would go up. So he bet $100 million that it would go up, and I guess it did not go up. So he has right now, out of his $100 million, he has I think $16. I was actually maybe one reason why he's getting so much attention is because he did write this big long letter about how money means nothing to him and losing all his money is a blessing in disguise. And he says that he has monthly investments that pay out more than everybody else makes in a year, and he's going to do just fine, and blah, 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 blah. But yeah, it's nice of him to lose all that money and then still be communicating with people. We can click on them. The only one that I've heard of this Ansem, he's pretty popular, but if you look at his picture, it's in the red. That means he's going down a little bit in popularity. But let's we can click on this James Wynn for shits and giggles. So we are on cookie.fun, and so he has a smart engagement of 6K. He is booming. On his last post, it looks like one thing for sure, I have exposed just how corrupt these markets are. Guess it's better to just buy and hold BTC spot and slash cold storage it. Now, that brings me to one good point. Now, I'm on crypto.com, and I'm not trying to shill you or sell you crypto.com, but I have it locked up, not for staking, but earn rewards. And I lock it up for 3 months. I'm not allowed to buy or sell it. And I get 3% back a year, kind of like a dividend. So I am very, very happy. And, and I feel pretty safe because, like I said, I can't buy or sell it for 90 days. So no one could hack me because they're not allowed to have it. So, like if you lock things up for staking rewards, no one can steal it because they have to wait. You have to like there's a month waiting period for you to unstake it. So just for a little fact. But yeah, these are some of the top influencers. We're looking at a social graph, the top 100. Let's look at the top 20. So we have Board Hendricks, Valda Scorpius, Crypto King, Sling D's Sling, The Solstice, Rusty Degen Rusty, but there's no Not Funny Man on here. But I hope you guys like this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you're on Twitter. Make sure that you retweet this to everybody, and let's have a good week. I think that Ethereum, like I don't know, I really really get into the AI infrastructure, and AI or Solana and Ethereum are both neck and neck and tied for top development in AI. The next one up on the list is BNB Binance, but they are very, very far behind. So is Avalanche and Arbitrum. Those are the top 5 AI companies. The number 1 is Solana, number 2 is Ethereum, number 3 is the Binance Smart Chain, number 4 is Arbitrum, and number 5 is Avalanche. That's not my opinion, that is a fact.